The American presidency boasts a pantheon of heroes: Washington, Lincoln, FDR. But there are shadows too, presidents whose legacies are marked by missteps and missed opportunities. Today, we delve into the story of James Buchanan, a man who ascended to the highest office at a pivotal moment in American history, only to preside over its descent into chaos. The American presidency, a stage where some leaders rise to meet the moment, their names etched forever in the annals of history. James Buchanan, the 15th President of the United States, a man who found himself at the helm during a period of immense national fracture, the era leading up to the American Civil War. Born into a wealthy Pennsylvania family in 1791, James Buchanan was a man of considerable intellect. He carved a successful path as a lawyer and politician, rising through the ranks of the Democratic Party. He served as Secretary of State under President James Polk, even playing a key role in the annexation of Texas, a move that further inflamed sectional tensions. By the time Buchanan reached the White House in 1857, the issue of slavery had become a national crisis. The Missouri Compromise, a fragile truce that had maintained a balance between slave and free states, was crumbling. Anti-slavery sentiment in the North was on the rise, fueled by figures like Abraham Lincoln, while the South clung ever tighter to the institution they saw as vital to their economy and way of life. Buchanan, a Northerner who himself owned slaves inherited from his family, believed in preserving the Union at all costs. He was a firm believer in states' rights, a philosophy that limited the federal government's power to intervene in matters like slavery. However, this appeasement strategy only served to embolden both sides. The Supreme Court's infamous Dred Scott decision in 1857 further stoked the flames. The court ruled that enslaved people were not citizens and had no right to sue for their freedom, essentially legalizing slavery across the entire nation. This decision was a political earthquake, deeply angering abolitionists and solidifying Southern resolve. Yet Buchanan remained hesitant to act. He believed economic prosperity would ultimately bridge the sectional divide, a gamble that proved tragically misplaced. As Southern states began to secede from the Union, Buchanan clung to the hope that compromise could still be reached. Buchanan faced immense pressure from his advisors, with some urging him to use military force to prevent secession. However, the president, fearful of escalating tensions, refused. He believed such action would be unconstitutional and further divide the country. By the time Buchanan left office in 1861, the nation was on the brink of civil war. Just weeks later, Confederate forces fired upon Fort Sumter, the first shots of the bloody conflict that would tear the country apart for 4 long years. Historians continue to debate James Buchanan's legacy. Some view him as a well-meaning but ultimately ineffective leader, overwhelmed by the gravity of the situation.